Hey guys, so I just wanted to go over one of my trades today that involve long calls in Apple. We did have the Apple event today, which pretty much increased the volatility in the stock. But we took some pretty nice trades today, and I just wanted to go over one of the trades that I alerted in T-Bull trading, and let's jump into it. So first of all, on Apple, we had to take into account that today we had the Apple event, which significantly increased volatility. You can see how this, open was pretty violent. And let me turn off these volume profiles really quick. You can see how the open was pretty violent, strong selling pressure, push up, and then, strong selling pressure again. Um, So you can see how here on Apple, we had the first initial push to the upside, very, very nice moves to the upside, pretty fluid here. Then we started chopping pretty hard over here. And eventually we started selling right here. This also, today was pretty strange because I think the sell-off that the market had today, SPY QQQ, was just due to this Apple move to the downside, which in my opinion made no sense to move like that. But the market's gonna do whatever it wants to do. And it just moved to the downside. Now, one of the things that I really liked about this setup was that, first of all, we already had a really, really nice push to the downside here that got bounced. And then, on the next move to the downside, price started chopping here. So what I did was I turned on my volume profiles. Well, I really never turned them off, but let me turn them on right now. Wait for them to load up. Okay, here we go. So what I did is I went back into the Apple price action over here, and I wanted to see where value was held basically within this area where price was bouncing. You can see we bounce here and we bounce here. So we come back here, and the highest area, I'm sorry, the most value in this area was this right here, this high volume node with a point of control on August 12th right here, Monday, August 12th. So what I did was, let me get my drawing tools. Where are they? They're right here. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm sorry about that. So let me get my drawing tools right here. So what I did was I marked this area of demand, which we can see it's an area of demand due to first having a rejection, then we had a breakout, then basically price acceptance, and then a gap up from right here, which shows us that there's buyers in this area. Fast forward today, we have this going on right here. So we have two bounces from this level in the same day, with the second bounce showing significantly higher volume than the first one. You can see on the first bounce, we had, decent volume, but then, started decreasing right here. And I think that was part of why, we had this sell-off. But then, as we sold back into this area, you can see how the volume just started increasing right here, pretty high volume compared to, this here. I mean, even if we compare, this basically 12 p.m. Sessions, we really don't see much high volume like that in the other sessions. You can see how it's pretty flat, flat volume, flat volume, flat volume right here. And then we had, this massive, massive volume right here. And that sort of, gave me the confidence to go into some long calls expiring this week. And we did get chopped up a little bit, and I was expecting some of that due to the price action here, but eventually we got, at the end of the day, I believe, like like maybe 35, 40% profit on this move. I actually averaged up, so I think I'm sitting at like 26% or so. I have some runners that I left for a swing, but a lot of the team in this trade, I think they backed like 35, 40% profit from the initial alert, which is, pretty damn good if you ask me. And I just, got in some calls here based off, extremely high volume with the price action showing that we were basically stalling here. And not only that, but also on SPY. Actually, let me open two windows so guys can see that. Give me 1 second. So there we go. So you can see how in SPY, when Apple was making basically a lower low, SPY was not making a lower low. It was actually retracing back into this, what's it called? High volume node right here. And if we turn off the volume profiles right here, and we use our profile tool, so you can see how the profile right here was pretty thick, which shows, strong trading. And on the move to the upside and on the pullback, we saw some chop right here or sideways action, and then eventually had, this really nice move to the upside. I would have uh, gotten out of longs if I saw SPY, do something like this, maybe, uh, due to it breaking this value area right here. But it never happened. It actually bounced twice from this value area, which, turned out to play out pretty well for, us in Apple. So, that gave me a little bit more confidence to hold. And if we look at QQQ, QQQ, basically same story. Give me 1 second, please. You can see how QQQ had a pullback here and had a massive high volume node form here at lows, which also happened to be, basically where we had these massive wicks right here. So, I saw this happen, the really nice volume coming in here. And I took my chances and played some calls on Apple, which ended up paying very, very, very well. And hopefully tomorrow we get a nice little gap up and we see some continuation. But that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe and, you know, keep watching my stuff.